So I watched the Into the Manosphere documentary on Netflix, and I have some thoughts. Before I go ahead, please like and subscribe, and then drop a comment if you've seen this documentary and what you thought about it. So, Into the Manosphere is a documentary by Louis Thoreau looking into the lifestyles of different manosphere people, the red pill people, and their ideology. First of all, I like to say that this documentary feels like it was like 5 years too late. The manosphere was very strong in 2020 around the COVID time. And then over a while, it has dwindled. Although right now, it still feels like a lot of young men are buying into the ideology. If you do not know what Red Pill is about, Red Pill is basically saying that the world is the matrix and we are all stuck in the matrix. And in this matrix, the world is fairer to women than it is to men, and that only a specific select group of men get to have most of the women because those men are rich and they are fit. And so those women will choose those men. And I don't think it's sad to say, but I used to be aligned with this ideology for about 2 years in 2020 all the way to 2022, I think. Because what I thought was a lot of them were making sense. But the truth about it is that at that point in time, I was just hurt. A relationship didn't work the way I wanted it to. And I was just, hell hath no fury on all women. And I think that is what a lot of young men are having at this point. They're feeling like they don't have enough luck with women, so therefore women are the problem. And that mentality is a defeatist mentality. Because all these red pill men are saying, oh, you need to be an alpha, you need to be an alpha, you need to control the women, you need to do XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. But then you are talking, you talk about how, oh, the world is not as hard as it used to be, that men are no longer men, that oh, there's so much gender ideology, there's so much lesbians, there's so many transgendered, but the men, they are losing what it takes to be men. And then the question I have for you is, you guys are podcasters. You guys haven't gone to war. You guys haven't done anything really hard. All you do is what I'm doing right now. You sit in front of a camera and you talk. And you think that that makes you a real man. And I gradually began to see that all these people are just fraudsters. Looked at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was a very hilarious guy at the point, but then I now see the fact that he was exploiting women. These same people that will say, "Oh yes, women doing OnlyFans is disgusting. Women being sexually liberated is disgusting." But at the same time, these men have women who are their workers, who are doing sex work. I have to bleep that out. Who are doing sex work, and the members that are watching those videos, the young men that are watching those videos, are paying for those women's OnlyFans. There was this one crazy statistic that an OnlyFans model said that when she goes on one of those people's shows, the same people that bash her for everything that she does, each time she went on those shows, the subscription in her OnlyFans went up by like times two. So if she was making $500 a month, each time she goes on that show, it will double. So she will now make 1,000 the next month. Because men that are enjoying the content of men insulting women are paying the women that they do not claim are good women. Tell me how that makes sense. Sit down and they'll tell you that, oh, men are logical and women are emotional. But yet these men are like some of the most emotional set of people that you have ever met. They're always yelling at people. They cannot control their emotions. They are talking basically out of their ass about a lot of topics. They are not actually factual people. And then you look at it and you'll be like, that doesn't make sense. That is not congruent. And there was all these things that I began to see that made me decouple myself from that type of thinking. The truth about it is, the women that you quote unquote attract are the women you want to attract. If you think you want a woman of value, there are a lot of women of value waiting to be talked to. You think that, oh, every woman is unattainable, but that's not true. What you have done is that you have inundated yourself by watching Instagram and Twitter, and you're seeing all these picture perfect women, and you think that that's what you should be entitled to, because that is entitlement. You think that, oh, this woman that is presenting herself on Instagram, she needs to belong to me. And when she can't belong to me, then there's a problem with the world. That woman hasn't chosen me. But there are regular women, there are beautiful women who are not on Instagram, who live their lives, who are in your office that you can have conversations with and get to know them beyond just the sexual nature of things. If you took the time to actually learn, a lot of these men are just defeatist. You are getting scammed by these people who stand on camera and tell you that the world is unfair to you, while they sell you a course on YouTube, while they sell you a course on Telegram just to make money off you. These people are scamming you to believe something that they don't ascribe to. These same people will say, oh, a woman's body count matters so much. I cannot marry a woman who has slept with XYZ men, but these same men are sleeping with the OnlyFans models that they do interviews with. Tell me how that logic is coherent. These men are not living lives that align with the things that they say online. They are just squeezing you for money. The same way the OnlyFans models are making money from these desperate men, the same way those people like Andrew Tate and his ilk are making money off those desperate men. It's actually sad, it's actually crazy, but that's the world that we are living in right now. So again, I think that documentary was a bit too late, but it's better late than never, right? If you are in the red pill ideology, I hope that this video finds you and that you see that a lot of these things that these people are selling to you are lies. They're lying to you. The world is not as doom and gloom as you believe it to be. All you need to do is go out and touch grass. Or you might say, oh, yes, the world is so terrible right now. You can just talk to a woman and she will accuse you of sexual assault. You are watching too much crap online. Go and have a regular conversation. Go and fail at conversations. Go talk to somebody, they tell you you're not interested, you move on, you go on to the next person. All those men that you think are good with women, you think because they don't show you videos of them failing that they don't fail constantly. You consistently talk to people to get better at talking to people. You can't just be online thinking that, oh, by watching a YouTube video, you now know how to talk to women. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And financial freedom does not come from a YouTube course. It can't. They're going to sell you some Forex nonsense, but all that is not for your benefit. They're just scamming you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this as well. See you on the next video. Goodbye.